Alright, today in our grappling basic series we're going to take a look at doing Darce choke from front headlock or total position. So we're here and we have some good pressure on our opponent. You don't want to just sit on your knees right here. It's quite easy for him to start attacking your legs, and it would be a shame here if we lose position. So we need to have some weight on. I can use one knee, that's fine, but I post the other foot out. So as soon as he starts attacking my legs, we can just sprawl out and keep the weight on our opponent. Now, from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to push the head down first, and I'm going to punch through the arm. So this arm is going to go under the armpit, and it peeks out right there at the neck. So turn a little bit, turn. So my arm is going to go under the armpit, it's going to peek out right here next to the head. Like my thumb needs to end up at the back of his neck eventually. So we start here in a quite normal position. We push the head down a little bit and we punch through the arm. So I dip my shoulder in so my arm can go through, and from here I'm just going to take my own head. Now, important here is that my elbows squeeze together. If I'm too wide, he will be able to pop his head out here and he will be free. So we need to be like a vice grip here. Like a crab, just closing up the scissors. If he tries to go out now, if he tries to post out, it's not going to be easy. From here, what we're going to do now, I can get onto my knees a little bit and I post the other leg out. What I want now is I want to put his head towards his knees. And this causes him to initiate a forward roll right there. We use the head to force the forward roll. Now, one of the big mistakes people make here, especially in the beginning, is that they roll with their opponent. So something like this happens. And here we lose the position and it's going to be difficult to get any sort of choke going. So what's important here is that I stay on top. So essentially I'm hovering above my opponent. So as I turn him towards his back, just let him slip a little bit. So my chest ends up on his shoulder right here. Now, alright, from this position, we're here now, we have our chest posted nice and tidy. Now I need to make sure I get my wrist clear. Don't punch through that far that I actually wrap around the back of his neck. We still want the sharp bit of the arm really putting pressure on the inside of the neck. So don't go all the way through, just get a little bit more space so my wrist is freed up. Still, I keep my elbows tucked together, and now I'm just going to slide my elbow over the head of my opponent until I can grab my own tricep. So I'm not happy with positions like this where my hand is not completely true. I want it nice and true, and I want to be able to grip my own tricep right there. Now, from here we're in good space to start attacking our choke. My hands are going to walk up towards the back, and essentially what we want is we want to get the elbow off the mat right there, because this causes us to be able to put some more pressure on the choke and we get our finish. Now, a couple of mechanics there. You see that I'm going to really dip my shoulder towards the mat to prevent him from turning with us, because if I do it like this, he would be able to just turn with me, try to get to his back and maybe escape. So a lot of times what we will do is we will start facing our opponent, where I try to catch the leg. Now if he tries to turn or do anything here, he's basically stuck, and now it's quite easy. Just keep these fingers going upwards and I'm getting my shoulder towards the floor. So basically this elbow that's on the inside here, I'm pointing to my shoulder now, but the elbow that's on the inside here, basically pull it up. So I'm pulling it up towards the ceiling. We get a nice tight choke. So let's look at that one more time. So from here, good positioning. We get into a position where we punch our arm through, we put the head down until we get a nice deep grip where we can grip the head. From here, we start turning our opponent, making sure we don't fall with him. Now from here, punch through as far as necessary, so you get the wrist clear, and slide the elbow in until we can grab our own tricep. From here, my finger is going to walk up all the way up the back, go towards our side, catch the leg and pull the elbow up. We get a really, really nice choke. And there's a couple of different ways to finish this if you get stuck, but we will treat that in different videos. Now let's just focus on the basics here and get a nice finish going. Alright, Darce choke from turtle position. Let's try.